Meet Sifen. She is from Ethiopia and 2 years ago she moved with her Serbian husband to Belgrade, Serbia. Here she began working as a model, appearing in advertising for international brands, and also opened a beauty salon. She shared how coffee culture in Ethiopia differs from coffee culture in Serbia, whether it's challenging to work as a black model in Serbia, and what it takes to earn the trust of Serbs. Ajmo, what was your first impressions when you just came to Serbia and saw the country?
Was like everything was perfect. It's all green. The cafes, especially cafes, are still my favorite. Okay, first was like shocking for me when I see like on Monday it's 1 p.m. people are like you can't find chair to sit on and say, wow, people don't work usually. What they are doing, how they are living, kind of thing. And safety. I feel like it's safe. You can walk, 11 o'clock if you want alone. Nothing will happen. You don't need to worry about your pocket. You don't need to worry how you are holding your phone. And that's like my favorite thing here. If you have a time, it's really a lot of things you can do in Belgrade especially. You have a lot of parks, you can walk around the rivers, and that's also the most beautiful. So I get attracted to Belgrade. As I say, it was beautiful time. If I came maybe in winter or summer, might be different, but my first impression was beautiful, really. I was really surprised how like everyone is smoking, like most of the people smoke. And what mostly surprised me is you are sitting here eating and somebody's smoking next to you. You know, in Addis, you can't imagine. People smoke, but very little. And they will have like a smoking area. You can't just smoke in public anywhere. Here, everybody smokes, and that surprised me a lot.
Being from Ethiopia, what do you think about Serbian coffee, domaća kafa?
It's domaća kafa, it's nice. Okay, as I say, we have a bit different ceremony and the coffee and all that stuff, but I still kind of like the matcha coffee. It's like reminds me of Ethiopian coffee. It's we make a different way. Domaća, you just brew the coffee and you just pour it into the cup. For us, after you brew the coffee, you keep it to settle, and so you take only clean part of the coffee. That's the difference I found, and of course they have a good coffee culture here as well.
What type of coffee do you prefer?
Malapuna.
What is it?
Malapuna is like espresso in a small cup, but full.
Very strong and...
No, it's softer than like double espresso, I would say, and then also stronger than Americano or this one. My mom-in-law, she taught me actually. She knows that I like that espresso, but a bit longer when I make at home, and she taught me to say malapuna. She also drink that, and many people know when I say malapuna, so you should try.
I don't drink coffee actually, I'm drinking tea, and for me it's like wow, so I will drink only tea.
I'm coffee addicted.
Yeah.
I need to drink coffee like after, especially in Ethiopia, like if you work in an office, you have a lunch break, you go and quickly, we call it buna, coffee meaning, and we have a small cup, like a espresso cup, but maybe a bit bigger, I don't know. You go and you sit with your friends after lunch, like this lunch break, and you drink coffee, and it's like kind of culture. So for me, after I eat breakfast or lunch, I would like to drink coffee, like just go for a coffee.
Do in Ethiopia people drink coffee with alcohol, like here in Serbia?
In Ethiopia, no. In Ethiopia, the real people who drink coffee, they drink without sugar, without anything. Some people do drink coffee with salt. They can drink with milk, but with alcohol, maybe when you get sick or something with tea, but not like with coffee. So this is my reception area, where I collect menu, of course, and clients. And this is my manicure section. This is like kind of bit relaxing area. I love this place. I always like to put some candles and chill here with my friends, with my clients, of course.
What is food in Ethiopia like?
We have like our main dish. It's called like injera with shiro or doro wet. That's the main thing. Injera is like flat bread, but more like maybe pancake, but bigger pancake, I don't know. In Ethiopia, we eat like everybody from the same like big plate. Let's say if you go to a restaurant with your friends, you order 2-3 foods, and you will have like a big plate and everything there, and then you pick whatever you like. We eat with our finger, and we have this called gursha. Gursha is like when you feed each other. It's also how you show your love. It can be with friends, it can be like husband and wife. I would say Ethiopian food is amazing. I would say it's underrated even, like people should know more about that.
Now I'm afraid to ask you about Serbian food.
Don't be scared, ask me.
Okay, what do you think about Serbian food?
Serbian food, I would say it's nice, but too much meat. We do also eat meat in Ethiopia, but in Serbia it's like, I tried cevapcici, not my favorite, sorry guys. I like goulash because some way it's similar to my food. We have something called kayubat. It's also similar to goulash. Maybe because of that, it's my favorite thing. Beside the goulash or something, it's more like bread and meat. For us, it's more like juicy, like stew. I like the pita, like with yabuka or something.
So like sweet pita.
Yes, because I don't also like much cheese. Because of that, I like sweet pitas. And I like Serbian bakeries are nice. They are like, you have a lot of choices, and I like to go to bakeries.
This gathering culture around the food which you have in Ethiopia, do you think here in Serbia you have similar attitudes?
They do gather, but it's a bit different in Ethiopia. Here, let's say, even if you gather over a dinner or lunch, you will have your own meal, you will have your own plate and everything. There it's kind of different. Everybody's like in one. You eat from the same plate, even though you have a different option. It can be like in one big plate, like a different 10 food. It can be like you pick whatever you like, and it's like more warm. I don't see anybody feeding each other here. But the family values are in both. In Serbia and Ethiopia, I would say in both they do have like a big family value. But more in Ethiopia, people more like live like in common. Let's say if I make a coffee, I would be knocking into my neighbor's door and call them to come for a coffee. And coffee, when we make it, you need to take a time. Here also they do take a time, but there you should take a time. You make coffee from the scratch, like you need to roast, and while I'm roasting, you need to sit there with me. You need to get the aroma from the coffee, you know. So the ceremony lasts longer. Let's say we make a coffee like from one round, like 3 times. It's called like abol, tona, baraka. I can't say the same, but similar. Like here, you go to cafe, people spend 2-3 hours over one coffee. But there you drink the abol, the first one, and then you are cooking the second, making the second one and chatting, and you drink the second one, still talking for the third. The third one is very light. After the third, you need to go home. Bye, neighbors. And when I was a kid, family don't give you coffee, you know, because they think it's not good for a child and blah, blah. Definitely you will not get the first and the second because it's more strong, but the third one is much lighter. They can put you some sugar and it's sweet and you like that. And sometimes they forget you, you know, they don't call you to come because, so we are playing outside, and if they don't give us the third one, we just come and like the door is open, but you just put your ear and like try to make sound, you know, give me the coffee kind of thing.
Have you tried pechenye? It's the whole pig.
Definitely not, because I don't eat pork. We are Orthodox in Ethiopia, like mostly, so it's not allowed. I never ate pork.
What difference do you see between Orthodoxy in Ethiopia and here in Serbia?
In Ethiopia, it's more strict. You know, let's say if I want to go to church, I can't just go with the jeans or my hair like this. You know, I need to wear something like maybe longer dress. Here you can just walk in. And I was surprised first when I went to church. I say to my husband, no, I can't go inside. I'm like wearing jeans, you know, and everything. He said, it's okay. And then so I saw a lot of people like with short clothes. That was also shocking for me because in Ethiopia, really, you need to plan to go for a church. One thing what negatively surprised me is in the church, it was, I think, Christmas. So we went to church to light the, I don't know how you call it. Banyak. Yes, we went there and they are selling there. It has like Saint Mary picture, okay? on it. And then we asked the guy, like, are we gonna just throw it with the picture of the Saint Mary? He said, yeah, I think it's young. He didn't know. I said, no, we never do this. And we have like a really different respect. You need to treat in different way when you have like saint's picture or something. No, I can't do it. And I just peeled it and I still have it at my home.
This was such a discovery when we saw this huge fire on the Christmas. It was in Russia. We don't have this communal custom, you know.
Really, in Ethiopia also we do that.
Also,
yes. First we go to in the church. You do in the church, and then also in your neighborhood. You also make like just in front of your building or wherever you live. Like the young people, they are making that banyak, I don't know how to say it in English, sorry. And they make that, and when you come back from church and you continue there, it's really beautiful.
So for you, it wasn't a discovery?
For me, I found it more like similar than discovery, like because like I say, it's more there. And when I see here, I appreciate it, and then I found it something similar. Okay, yeah, we have something in common.
Do you have cultural differences in everyday life with your husband?
Yeah, well, it helps me that he used to live in Ethiopia. He lived in Ethiopia like 2 years. So he learned a bit about my culture. I would say even like other part of Ethiopia. Like for me, when I was in Ethiopia, I was just in Addis. He was traveling because of his job, and he learned much more than I learned about my own country. So that makes it easy for us because he knows mine and I'm learning his now.
What about language? Do you learn it?
Sometimes I speak with my mom, my mother-in-law. She helps me a lot with that, even if I don't say it properly or if I don't understand, she has that patience. She can repeat or she can correct me. So I do speak with her when we call each other. I speak to her in Serbian, but very broken. So I would say it's very basic. I can go to cafe, order what I want and pay, ask for noem.heydays, something like that. I think maybe give me 1 year or 2, I will be better.
Regarding your mother-in-law, was it difficult for you to enter into Serbian family?
It was easy for me. I would say I'm lucky. She's very positive, supportive. Like I feel like she's my Serbian mom, my own mother. And I found it very easy. And as I say, my husband is very supportive. And I would like to thank them. Both of them are really nice.
It's a great logo. Have you designed it by yourself, or it was?
I actually had this logo when I was back in Addis. And we just changed a bit. And my husband helped me with like designing like my logos and designing this part of the place, which is my favorite as well. So he was like really investing a lot of time on this. But the logo, initially I had it when I was in Addis, when I first started. So we just continue from there.
Was it difficult for you to open salon in Serbia?
It took me a while. It took me really long time. I would say almost a year to like put it out there, to figure out where to get what is good. It was not easy, but I managed it finally. So I would say yes, to start, it might take time.
What is the most challenging aspect of running a beauty salon in Belgrade?
That would be like to get to the community, to meet the people, to make them to trust you, to try it out, to make the people to know you where you are. And then also sometimes people are afraid to try and hear, I would say, new thing, I don't know, they might want somebody to recommend them, to tell them that it's like this, she's good or he's good, whatever.
It's interesting. How did you do it? How did you gain trust of the community of Serbs?
It's still, I would say, I'm still building it. I'm still like trying to get the trust and to make them to know me. I'm trying through Instagram, through flyers. The first thing, I try to be friends with all my clients. That's what I'm doing.
I think it's easy here in Serbia. What do you think?
People are friendly, but to make real friends takes time, and it's not that easy that I thought.
So how would you describe Serbs as a customers?
Hygiene is the most important for Serbian people, for me too. They want to have a quality service, plus they are easy, super friendly. It's easy for me. They do speak English. Like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2% I met who doesn't speak English, maybe a bit older ones.
What did you consider before starting?
Well, when I decided this area, I thought that it's like we talked at the start, it's new area, people are, relocated here, and I felt maybe it could be a good potential for me to catch new clients. And plus, I live nearby, and I felt, also the city drive and crowd and all that stuff, I felt maybe it's also good that it's close to me. This is in Sunnyvale, Višneška Banja. It's like new area. Of course, these three or four buildings, if I'm not mistaken, exist even before. But those like Sunnyvale Premium, they are new. I can't wait to welcome you guys. Come visit me. Just get to know me and give me a chance.
So I would like to ask you about your work as a model. Was it tough for you to find a first job as a model here in Serbia?
Not to find the job, but to figure out the agencies where I can find them, or the photographers, how to get in touch with them was difficult. My first was I found one agent. We were sitting in a cafe and she came and asked me if I'm interested. I was so happy because I was exploring about that and to go to that side. And I talked to her and she sent me my first casting. And after that I started to, get into it. And so I was, at first, just to get in touch with the people was hard. And after that, I think it's okay.
Is it tough generally? So do you follow some strict schedule, some strict diets?
For me, no. For me, I don't do nothing. I don't exercise. I don't do any diet. I just eat whatever I get. For me, it's easy. Just give me the job and just don't tell me to be sad, and beside that, yes. I can't make sad face. I still can't. I tried, and when I tried, it was really hard, difficult for me. Like, I just couldn't make that kind of faces.
So what are the most famous advertisements you participated in?
One was Vegeta, the biggest, I would say. There is one shoes that I did like twice. It's not for a TV, it's like more like for social media, plus for themselves to display out there. And the IKEA, it was like more like on as a feature extra, not like as a main. And mostly photos, and for some brands, like I did for some drink, I forgot.
Yeah. I've seen it in your Instagram. Is it a good money working as a model?
Well, I would say it is for Serbia. They say it's cheaper. That's why most of the companies are coming, productions are coming to Serbia, because like cheap labor and everything. But as a person who lives here, I would say it's good money. Especially for a commercial, if you get more often the job, you might not get that much often, If you get the job, I would say it's good money.
So you can do for a session, I don't know, $10,000 or maybe.
I don't know. I never did. Typical. Maybe in the future.
It depends on your.
It depends on the production and on their budget. In Serbia, it might not be that much. I would say. I don't know. Maybe the famous actress or actress, if they can get that, but might not be that much.
What is the most challenging thing for you here?
I mean, I changed the continent, not just the country, right? As I say, making friends was a challenge for me at first. Like, just to go for a coffee with someone was challenging for me. Language is still challenging for me. And then driving in Belgrade, here? I do drive. Okay, at first it was challenging. Now, not anymore. I adjusted to it. And sometimes people can be aggressive on the driving. If you are a bad driver, people don't have a patience on the driving here in Belgrade, I would say. Like I say, if you are slower, you can't just be slow because you are fresh or something. Yeah. They don't have that understanding,
Have you ever experienced any prejudices towards you as a person from Africa here in Serbia?
For me, I have most of the time like positive feedback from people. Especially I get surprised. It's like from women when they stop me and saying, "Oh, you are beautiful," or "You have like beautiful hair," or something like that. I get, wow, I never get this in Ethiopia, I never had that negative feedback here in Serbia. Because I think Serbian people, they don't care where are you from. Are you black? Are you white? Are you, I don't know, where are you from? Like, what's your background? I think they don't care that much. They care more about you, what's your personality. And if you are a good person, that's what matters to Serbian people. So they are not much into that.
What's the best things for you about Serbia?
The people are positive, as I say. It makes it easier for me that people are not like viewing me as like I'm some kind of different person. Like, you know, I feel like I'm melted already in like 2 years. I don't feel like I came from different place. And the cafe, I forgot the cafe. Coffee shops are my favorite thing.